Hi, I'm Doug Reeves at Creative Leadership Solutions, where we believe in evidence, passion, and results. Today I want to talk about feedback, but not just any old kind of feedback, because everybody believes that they give good feedback. But there's effective and ineffective feedback. In fact, I'm willing to bet that you've been on the receiving end of what you regard as grossly ineffective feedback. You know, the kind of feedback is at the end of the year, after it's too late to do anything about it, when somebody's been storing up a list of grievances and then they tell you about it. We know what bad feedback looks like. And yet we also know that effective feedback is one of the most powerful things that teachers can provide to students to improve their performance. So, what are the elements of effective feedback? The acronym FAST, F-A-S-T, will help. Number one, fairness. Effective feedback is fair because it's consistent. Think of an athletic contest where you expect if there's 3 officials on the field that for the most part they agree. Is it a goal or not a goal? Is it offsides? Is it not offsides? Is it over the net or not over the net? You expect the adults running the show to agree. Now, it's not perfect. Officials disagree sometime, but the vast majority of time they agree. Similarly, fairness means when I have 5 teachers looking at a piece of student work, they agree for the most part, not perfectly, but 4 out of 5 times on what that mark ought to be. It's not one day it's an A, one day it's a B, one day it's a C, one day it's a D, or whatever nomenclature you use. So fairness is about consistency. So that's the first part of fast feedback. The second part is accuracy. Accuracy means, am I assessing what I think I'm assessing? When I was teaching, 2/3 of my students did not speak English at home, but I was trying to teach math. Now, was I really assessing math, or was I assessing English language literacy with numbers in it? The only way I could figure that out was to have 2 columns of problems. And one column would be only numbers and symbols. The other column would be the same mathematics, but built into story problems. Now, if they were equal, then I'm probably pretty good in my assessment. But if the first column has dramatically better scores than the second problem, that tells me that in the second column, I was really assessing English language literacy, not the mathematics that I thought I was assessing. And friends, this happens on math tests, on science tests, on social studies tests, every single year. Because we think we're assessing those subjects when in fact we're assessing English language literacy. Good assessment, good feedback has got to be both fair and accurate. What's the S? The S is specific. And if you want a model of specificity, let me suggest a couple of excursions to take today. Watch a great music teacher, watch a great athletic coach. Now, think about a music teacher. Walk into that class and she can probably tell you 50 things that I could do better as a trombone player or as a pianist or as a singer. But she doesn't tell me 50 things. She'll say louder, softer, higher, lower, faster, slower, be really specific. And you, in a 10-minute observations, can hear with your own ears the impact of that teacher's feedback on my performance. That's what specificity does for you. Watch a great athletic coach. I used to make my graduate students in assessment actually go to basketball practice and watch great coaches in action, where they didn't provide ambiguous feedback, play better basketball, but were incredibly specific, as you know some coaches can be, emphatically specific in how those students can get better. So it's got to be fair, accurate, specific, and fourthly, it's got to be timely. Let me ask you this. You ever seen an orchestra teacher conduct the orchestra with a red pen, writing down every wrong note and then mailing it 9 weeks later? It's silly. Have you ever watched a football coach writing down every missed catch and blown tackle in a notebook, in a red pen, and mailing it home 9 weeks later? You did not. You saw those people give timely feedback, immediate feedback, and best of all, you saw the students able to respond to that feedback. So if you want to have good feedback, remember it's got to be fair, accurate, specific, and timely. And as a footnote, remember that all feedback, just like in the music and athletics class, doesn't have to be in a grade book. It's just plain feedback. Feedback that is fair, accurate, specific, and timely is linked to dramatically better student performance. Thanks for listening, and remember, Creative Leadership Solutions provides keynotes, workshops, coaching, and consulting. Please let us know how we can help your school.